Hello, everyone, and welcome to Curious Currents, the marine biology podcast where two curious minds learn about the wonders and the weirdos of the ocean together. I'm Emily, marine biology graduate with a passion for science and storytelling.
And I'm Shiv. I have neither of those things, but I really like to listen, and I'm curious.
This is our 5th episode of the Miniature Marvels series, and it will be the final creature episode that we cover. However, next week we'll be bringing you a special Q&A episode where we'll be answering some of your questions about the animals we've covered in the series, other miniature marvels from the ocean, because we definitely didn't cover them all. You've been sending us some good ones already on Instagram, so we're excited. But back to this week's episode. Is it a frog? Is it a fish? Is it a piece of coral with legs? Maybe it's all three. But we're about to find out, because this week we are getting freaky with the elusive frogfish. Let's hop into it.
Oh, I really do enjoy your little... I particularly enjoy when I didn't get them until after you'd already started in. Now, I will admit, frogfish and hop in, give away
Get
with
it from the get-go.
Yeah, get it from the get-go.
So, what is a frogfish? They look pretty freaky. They are called frogfish because, I guess, of their feet. They kind of look like a frog that's about to hop.
Okay.
Because, yes, I did say feet.
Little toes, little...
Yeah,
tootsies.
they have their pectoral fins have been adapted so they can actually walk along the seafloor. And that is what makes them so intriguing and why I was drawn to them for this series. They're actually part of the anglerfish family, the lophiforms. Basically just means they have an antenna with a lure at the end of it.
Oh, so they're like that's like the one in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
With he's like, oh, can you shine that light over here?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't look quite like that one, but it's part of the same grouping of those. And they're found in tropical and subtropical coral reefs.
All right, so I just had a Google to have the frogfish picture in my mind. They're interesting looking little. They're I would say Pokemon-esque.
Yeah, I guess you could say Pokemon-esque. They are pretty small.
Legs.
Tiny little legs. They're about 10 to 25 centimeters is the average.
Some psychedelic colors too.
Yeah, they're adapted to look like coral or sponges where they live. They're look not real.
Yeah, they look like...
They look made up.
They do look made up. They look like somebody was like, oh, hey, make a weird sci-fi creature for our game, please.
As you said, they look kind of psychedelic.
Yeah.
There is one called the psychedelic frogfish.
Oh, yeah?
And it looks like you're tripping on acid. Like, if you Google that one and look at it...
Psychedelic frogfish.
It's insane.
Oh my god, it looks like one of those, you know, when you're younger and you have the puzzles or like the eye, optical illusion posters in your classroom.
It's like super stripy and makes your eyes feel funny. It lives among like brain coral.
Yeah.
So I think it's to mimic that and also to confuse any predators. That would confuse the hell out of me. There's another one just to show the kind of range in their camouflage. One of them is called the hairy frogfish that looks like a clump of algae. And one called the warty frogfish that looks like sponges.
Because it's warty.
Like a frog.
Like a frog.
Hence the name.
Yeah. What's it gotta kiss a
few frogs to find your friends. A few frogfish.
A few frogfish. That's how you find your marine biology prints.
So they have these little feet because they walk along the seafloor and they are ambush predators. So they sit and wait and then jump out and grab stuff.
So we've covered ambush predators before with the octopus, which was, I think, our second episode.
Yes.
And the octopus, they are the frogfish, kind of similar to them, where they don't hang out with each other. They're like solitary creatures.
Yeah. They tend...
Yeah. So with the ambush predator that they are, and you also said they're like a type of anglerfish, so they have a little bit of bait hanging out at them over their head. Is it like the anglerfish as well, where it goes over their head? Is it always there, or can they like pop it out for special occasions?
So yeah, it's retractable, so it can lie flat against their head. Okay. The structure is called an elysium,
Okay.
and it's basically a modified dorsal spine.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so the fish have like a
Is
dorsal
that the
fin along the
same
back.
for all angler fish?
Yeah, it's just a modified
It's
part of
modified.
their dorsal fin.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the lure bit at the top is called an esca,
Okay.
and it looks like the prey of a frogfish. So if like a frogfish wants to eat this fish that eats worms, its esca will look like a worm.
Okay.
And it's able to dangle it about and move it like a worm.
Yeah.
So that the fish comes over and then it
nabs it. It eats it. It ambushes them.
ambushes the fish and eats it. Their camouflage is so good that it's known as aggressive mimicry.
Aggressive mimicry.
It's aggressive. It's aggressive because, not because it's so good, it's aggressive because they use it to feed, so they don't use it in defense.
Oh.
Whereas sea slugs use camouflage to don't find me.
Yeah.
They use it to hide so that they can
ambush
and eat things.
Would that mean the octopus had aggressive? Because you know the way they can hide
Yeah.
for the ambush?
Yeah.
That mean they also are aggressive?
Aggressive. It's the way they use it.
So, what would happen if I was to pick up a frogfish that, say, lived in a yellow coral, moved it over to a pink one, and it was standing out? Would it be able to immediately change colour and like blend in with the new coral, or would it have to like work at it?
They can change colour, but it's not common and it does take them weeks, the process.
Okay.
So it's more of a gradual adapting to the environment rather than like the octopuses can just do it instantly. These guys take their time. They take a while. They also have no scales, so they're relying on this camouflage entirely for protection. So most fish have scales because they're like a form of armor.
Yeah.
But these guys just have skin.
Oh, I don't know if I like the I don't know if I like the thought of that. Oh, but would it be slimy? Would it be? I wonder what that would feel like.
Can't say I would know.
Yeah. Would it be like if you touch somebody's irritated skin, or would it be like, you know the way snakes are kind of squidgy but they have scales?
Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe it's like if you come out the bath and your fingers are all wrinkly. Maybe it's like touching that. They can be covered in like spines or thorns to mimic the coral or mimic whatever it is they're living on, but it is just straight up skin, which is freaky.
Rank. And so with their fins, with their like feet, and they use those, they like that, they don't, can they swim well, or is it just they're like plopping along on the seafloor?
They're just strolling along the seafloor.
Living their best life down there.
Yeah. They can't swim too
I don't know
well.
That reminds me of like hippos.
Like just plodding along.
Yeah, they're like, because hippos don't swim, they just sink to the bottom and walk along the bottom of a lake.
Lazy.
Yeah, lazy motherfuckers.
Their feet are actually adapted pelvic fins and pectoral fins. So pectoral fins are the ones that are on the side that fish usually use for steering, and then pelvic fins are on the underneath.
Okay.
So they've adapted both of these to be able to walk along the seafloor. That's
mental.
Yeah, fried. Because I know I also mentioned before there was the lobe-finned fish that we came from, the ones that initially walked on land.
Okay.
These guys are the other type of fish. They're ray-finned fish. So this type of walking is like an example of convergent evolution. It's evolved separately for two different groupings.
Okay. So walking just wins.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It has two different ways of walking. So it's called, they just walk normally like you would imagine a four-legged animal to walk. Or they have this thing called crutching, where the larger fins take most of the weight and they kind of scoot along like a bunny rabbit or something.
Why? What? Oh, I don't know which I prefer. I don't know if I was like snorkeling or wherever, I don't know if you probably have to be scuba diving, would you, to see these? How deep?
They're not super deep. They're on reefs, so it would be like you could see them snorkeling.
You could see them, snorkeling around, and then I don't know if I'd prefer to see it like hobbling along with like the front legs and the back ones like scooting alongside, feel like it should be one of those, those when the dogs get the wheels for the hind legs.
The dog in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think they call it crutching because if you imagine someone walking on crutches, it's like the two go first and then the legs come behind.
Or I don't know if I would really be comfortable with it just like walking along beside me with all four legs. I think both, if I saw them, if I happened to be on anything at the time, I don't think I'd be okay.
I think if you're on something, don't go for a swim. That would be my first instinct to that.
Well, to be fair, yeah, okay, I'd agree with that. Your first instinct shouldn't be swimming while you're on something. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
That is good advice. But if you were and you saw one of these guys, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know which one I would prefer, but I think fish should swim.
I also agree that fish should be swimming. So there are differences between how a ray-finned fish can walk and how a lobe-finned fish would walk.
Okay.
Mostly to do with its fins, so that's why a lobe-finned fish was more successful out of water than the ray-finned fish will be. And mostly it's kind of to do with the muscle that's around the fins. So in lobe-finned fish, it's more fleshy and muscular. They're supported by an internal skeleton and they can support more weight. Whereas the ray-finned fish, the bones are quite thin and they're quite brittle and it's only a thin layer of skin over it. So it's not very good for supporting a full body weight.
We're just better. I was about to say, I was like, yeah, I won some. But I'm like, we won against a fish in a walking competition.
In the lobe-finned fish, their pectoral fins are connected to their skull by like a series of bones for stability, so they can keep balance. Whereas in the ray-finned fish, they rely more on buoyancy to support their weight rather than their internal bones, if you get me.
Yeah, makes sense.
They can, for like a quick getaway, you were saying, can they swim? They usually use jet propulsion, so they'll like soak in water through their mouths, fire it out the gills, and then zoom.
That's actually... lead with that fact. I'm sorry, how long have we been sitting here and talking now?
Wait, you thought that was cooler than the fact that fish can walk?
Kind of, yeah. That's unreal.
Yeah.
How is that not cooler? The walking thing's weirder, but like the fact that you can just imagine if you could breathe in and then like jet propulsion.
But like fart your way down the corridor.
Yeah. Or like if that was your mode of transport and just like depended on how big your lungs were and you just like and then like fucking were able to fly. Like
okay, each to their own. I enjoy the legs.
That's like there's a TV show in the Arrowverse where I think it's the canary and that's how she flies, is like she'll like breathe in and she'll like breathe out like a huge like kind of stormy kind of thing and it'll like push her up and then that's how she flies and she just keeps pushing herself up off the ground with the earth.
Oh yeah, they also have like a ball and socket joint, so we have that in our like shoulders and things. Yeah. They have that, which is what gives them kind of wrists almost to move.
Oh.
Except it's reverse. So with us, the arm bone is like the ball and then the shoulder is the socket, but with them, it's the other way around.
Oh.
So the arm bone that's connecting is the socket and then the shoulder is the ball.
Oh, that's really weird.
Shape. Yeah. I did find it weird thinking like they have wrists. But it allows them like to move and rotate and push off from the ground if they're doing their little propulsion, hopping about. So
how do they, like you said, they get their food by ambushing? What do they eat? Is it like plankton or something this small?
So small, not as small as plankton, like fish, crustaceans, other frogfish. We've learned that the sea things are cannibals at this point.
So they're pricks as well.
Yeah. Another weird thing about them.
Okay.
They have huge mouths. So they're ambush predators, they're also suction feeders. So when something gets close to the lure, they open their mouths and just suck it in.
Oh my god.
They just soak in the water. Because its mouth can expand to 12 times its normal size.
Oh.
So they can eat food like twice as big as it.
What? Where do they put it then?
In their stomach, which can also expand to like twice the size of it so it can take in bigger prey.
Okay. So once it's in, do they chomp down on anything, or do they like? Is it like a snake where they swallow it whole and then digest?
It's like a snake. They have no teeth at all. So it just goes straight into like.
Oh, could you imagine it
throat
trying
and
to
the
eat a
stomach.
human and it just like landing on its hand and it's just like waiting for it like to like come in?
Like it's slowly sucking you in and you're like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? I can't get out.
Yeah, kind of.
That they can inhale their prey in less than 6 milliseconds.
Jeez.
It's a super fast process. The fish don't even know it's coming.
All of a sudden not bobbing along
Yeah.
anymore.
They have a thing called a trap jaw, which means the jaw is like preset and under tension, just waiting to be triggered.
Oh.
So it's just ready to go whenever a piece of prey comes in. Kind of like the mantis shrimp, the claw.
Yeah.
It's like tense and ready to go.
Yeah.
It's like their mouth. Super tense and suddenly
snazzy.
it's just... So right, here's something I learned that I thought was wild. So there are like other types of fish that can expand their jaw and things.
Yeah.
And apparently they're able to do it because their skull is like full of these ligaments and things, so it's not fused together.
Oh, it's just all bits floating around together, like attached by ligaments?
Yeah.
Like your knee?
It's like kind of, it's movable, so they can expand their skull to then expand their jaws, which is what I learned through this. I thought that's insanity.
That's actually wild though. Like, okay, so that's more than just like the jaw kind of like dropping down like in a snake, or like
Yeah, it's
people
not
who
just
can like
an
unhinge
unhinge.
their jaw to like open their mouth.
It's like their whole face.
Is their entire face just expanding out and up?
Yeah, basically.
Oof,
So it can like
no.
flare outwards, the jaw drops, and then the top lifts. So it just makes this massive expanse. Terrifying.
That is creepy. But it has got weird. Is it so far all these kind of small creatures that we've done, they haven't had very long lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
So what's their lifespan like?
They can live from 10 to 20 years.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
Wait, say that again?
10 to 20 years.
10 to 20 in captivity?
In the wild. I think in captivity is closer to 20,
Yeah.
but in the wild about 10.
That's a long time.
Yeah, for
in
a
the
little
sea.
fish. For a tiny little fish like these
That's
guys
a long time to be like hanging out and sucking air. Or sucking water, I guess.
Especially as these guys are only like 10 to 25 centimeters on average.
Yeah.
And it's living that long. Maybe it's because it's so hard to find so it doesn't get eaten. A lot of the time with fish, their lifespans are short because they get eaten.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's too hard to find because of that aggressive mimicry.
Yeah, the aggressive camouflage.
Yeah.
It's like PETA in Hunger Games.
Oh my god, it is!
And okay, so and then you were saying that it's ambush and like solitary.
Mm-hmm.
So is it like the octopus then, where it goes out, it finds someone, shags them and leaves, or like is it a case of it partners up and like Bonnie and Clyde moment where they rule the high seas for 10 years?
So they do a different type of reproduction I don't think we've talked about with the other ones. It's called free spawning. So they
Okay.
fertilize externally. They like meet up, they release, females release eggs,
Yeah.
males release sperm, and then they mesh up and mix all together in the water column. And then the eggs
In
kind
the
of...
water column.
Yeah.
What's a water column?
Oh, like just in the open water.
Oh, so they just
They just release.
into the air or into the water.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then they kind of gloop together in a kind of gelatinous mass that floats.
That's so gross. That's actually probably. Do you know what? I would take the needle from the octopus over that.
You would die.
No. I mean, like if I was the octopus, like because they survive that, don't
Oh, you would take their reproductive version over this.
they? Yeah. Like if I had to, like if. That's gross. That's so gross.
Yeah, this kind of mucus egg
Could you
glob.
imagine if they were bad at aiming?
Well,
there.
I did think, how the hell does anything get fertilized by this method? Because I feel like the ocean would just sweep everything away.
Yeah. Like, oh, could you imagine if they were really close to a current and like she released her eggs, and then he released his sperm, and then like one of them ended up in the current, and the other one was just like they're like unfertilized eggs left, and the sperm's like way off in the fucking current by now. It's just gone. Oh, you'd be raging. You're like, I put so much effort into putting them out there, and you couldn't even hit them.
Well, at least they live for 20 years, so they'll have another chance. Not like the octopus where it's high stakes. It's now or it's never. Yeah, so apparently to avoid that happening, they just get really close to each other.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it happens at the same time, so basically the eggs don't have a chance to go anywhere else apart from into the sperm.
See now? See, I can't help but like humanize things.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that in sometimes that's a really bad like thing, because like everything eats everything. In humans is bad to eat other humans, but like frogfish, it's not actually. But like for that, I'm just imagining intense eye contact going 3, 2, 1. No, you fucking early again.
You went. I said we're going on 3. You went on go. It's not. Get it together, Brian.
Come on, Brian. It's the 3rd time trying. IVF clinics would be run out of business with them, though. All they have to do is find another fucking clump in the ocean. And what's their parent agreement on it?
Oh, none. Once
that clump
is
good there, it's like,
yeah, once
you're on your own now.
Yeah, not my bloody problem.
For either of them?
Yeah, for either of them. They just swim off, go back to their little solitary patch of coral.
Oh my god.
The eggs take about...
What eats the eggs?
Other fish.
I think it's more gross because they are like in the midst of fertilizing.
Imagine you're just going for a peaceful swim in the ocean and you swim into a cloud of eggs. They usually hatch after 2 to 5 days, and then the baby lives off of the yolk for a while.
Okay.
They are plankton while they're babies, and they look like tiny jellyfish.
Oh.
For about 1 to 2 months, and then they metamorphose into the adults.
That's very similar to frogs. That's actually really interesting that they like... I know that they look like frogs, but they also have a similar, like, they're tadpole-y kind of first.
And then they...
And then, like, because the frogs eat off the eggs as well, don't they?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting that, like, they look the same and they have similar... Like, you can see the track record there with the evolution.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, wait till you hear about how jellyfish reproduce.
It's going to be disgusting, isn't it?
The females are usually way bigger than the males, which is pretty common. And, oh yeah, I've wrote here, part ways, so he isn't eaten.
So they part ways because he might be eaten, or they part ways... Oh yeah, because they could eat each other.
Yeah, she's bigger than him. They can make their mouths huge.
So is it something that may happen then with them?
She's hungry.
If she's hungry, she might just go, hump.
Yeah.
Would they ever eat their own babies?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't think so. I think because they just swim off and leave them behind in the dust. In the bubbles.
If they came across a bubble and they're like, oh, Kefia.
Like the French accent. The frog.
Well, it's because it's frogs and caviar. It needed a French accent. Thank you very much.
I think they eat bigger things.
Okay.
So I don't think they would go for it. Because
Okay,
bigger
fair.
fish.
Not, yeah, I suppose their expanding stomach is not gonna...
Yeah.
A little bit of eggs, a little bit of sperm's not gonna match the volume it needs.
No.
Fair.
We did talk about suction feeders before with the seahorses.
Yeah.
They only take in tiny little bits of plankton.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy, he's looking for something much bigger.
He's looking for something hefty.
Yeah. My comparison was, if the seahorse is one of those little things that you use to suction bogies out of babies' noses,
yeah,
then the frogfish is like an industrial hoover. Because they live in the tropics, they can reproduce all year round because it's always warm. And it's always
nice.
favourable conditions.
Okay,
so
yeah.
they just do it whenever they're in the mood.
Whenever strikes fancy.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a guy and they're like, oh, he's got a wonderful cloud about him.
Yeah.
So... A lot of the stuff that we've seen before has been used for medical reasons. Are these guys used for anything medical?
Nah.
Nah, too weird.
I just didn't find anything about them that was particularly useful to medicine.
Noteworthy, yeah.
Yeah. They are kind of used in research to inform about the evolution of predation strategies because they have extreme adaptations.
Yeah.
Because they have this extreme camouflage.
Yeah.
They're being researched to better understand those mechanisms and the mechanics of the rapid suction feeding.
I feel like the expanding needs to be looked at as well. That's so fucking weird.
The most common way they like interact or encounter humans is through the aquarium trade. People like them because they look fucking weird.
Yeah.
But they're difficult to keep because they're super aggressive.
Oh, really?
Yes, very territorial.
I suppose
very
they eat everything.
Angry little
and
things.
And they can eat everything.
Yeah, they also require live prey. They won't eat it if it's already dead.
Oh.
So if you have one in an aquarium, it's gonna eat everything else in your aquarium, basically.
Yeah. I always think it's interesting when, like, food won't eat anything that's dead. Like, I suppose it counts as, like, scavenger or whatever. But, like, if you think about, like, a lion, they'll eat meat that's already dead. Like, they'll scavenge. They'll have to be very either scared of dead stuff, like making them sick, or just such abundant food sources for them that they're like that, or at very least maybe not abundant now, but like there must be something in their history that they've always been so good at what they're doing that they would never scavenge, and that they wouldn't even, that it's an entire species dislike. It's not even just like one picky little guy.
I feel like it's got to be to do with survival, right? Maybe it's a smell. Like, they can smell it's been dead for a while, and they're like, that is disease-ridden.
Yeah. That is interesting. Maybe that's why they also live so long, is that they'll never die from
food poisoning.
Eating the wrong stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're pretty highly valued during ecotourism as well. So, like, diving hotspots.
Yeah.
People come to take pictures of the freaky little frogfish and to watch it walk along the bottom. But that's pretty much it. We think they're doing pretty well in terms of survival. They produce hundreds of eggs. They do it all the time. They're really good at camouflage.
Is this another one of those things, though, that we just don't have? Like, I feel like every time we talk about stuff,
I'm like, there's no data.
We think they're doing okay. Maybe.
I mean, I always have to end everything in science with being, but that's a theory.
Yeah.
Because you can never say for 100% certainty. But I think we're fairly sure these guys are fine.
Aye. They don't even need to shag.
Yeah. So if you can't be bothered, you've got a bit of a headache, don't matter. It's quick. No foreplay needed. Well, they do this thing though where like they rise together. So if they're benthic, so they live on the sea floor.
Yeah.
But when they're spawning, they like rise up.
Do like
I'm gonna rise up.
They do a little dance.
Yeah, they
together.
go up together in the water and then spawn nearer the surface so that the eggs can float. I wonder what the bird predation rate of them is then if they're floating on the surface. I wonder if birds eat them. Oh, as well, when they're reproducing, the female gives off a powerful chemical trail in the water, and then the male kind of sniffs and follows. Oh, sounds really creepy, actually, now that I've said that out loud. Yeah.
Oh, catch me if you can.
Yeah. Smells, chases after her, and annoys her, I guess, until she releases eggs. If its lure gets damaged, it can regrow it.
Ooh. Is that like a... Like, if the fish it's luring actually ends up catching it?
Yeah. And eating it off, it can
grow up back again?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Not the fishing rod bit, but the actual dangly, wormy looking bit.
But if the fishing rod gets damaged?
I think that's it.
That's
damaged. It's kind of like snapping off a bone.
Ooh.
I did say that they're like 10 to 25 centimeters on the average.
Yeah.
But there are outliers. Like the smallest one is 1.5 centimeters.
Oh my god, that's so small.
The largest one is 50. So they are varied, but most of them they're small, 10 centimeters.
1.5 centimeters is very small.
Yeah. Little baby.
Oh, baby.
They contribute to what's called a landscape of fear effect.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
It's like when a predator is present, it stops any prey from being in the area. So it's like we talked about at one point wolves and deer. So just the presence of wolves stops deer being in these open spaces and stops them
overeating and
the grass.
yeah.
So they create that effect of a fish. Like if you know that thing's sitting waiting, you're not gonna go need it.
Yeah.
So it stops there being so much overpopulation and so much overconsumption of any of the other food that's there.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. It's called
So
the
quite
landscape of
important aspects of the food chain there.
Yeah. But yeah, that was quick little episode on the little weirdo, the frogfish.
Yeah.
What was your favourite fact about him?
Honestly, the propulsion swimming.
I can't believe you thought that was cooler than the legs.
I think the legs are cool, but I kind of imagined the legs as I was like...
Yeah, because it looks...
Because like you said frogfish, and I kind of assumed it had little frog leggies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but then like also the thought of it just like... like, you know?
Yeah, just firing water over the gills and just getting out of there.
But like, I think it's just so cartoonish.
Yeah, they are.
Like, you know when you're like, in cartoons where they burst the boat and the air comes out of it and it just like shoots off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining that they're doing.
I like the legs. The legs are my favourite. I just thought it was so cool that something else thought, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk.
Ligaments can work.
Yeah. I also think it's mad that it was the ray fin fish that evolved.
Oh, yeah. But I think my other favourite fact, though, is the fact that their entire skull expands.
Yes.
That's a bit mental, that it's not like just their jaw and like the skin underneath it, like a few of the other things that we've like that you think about that does that, like what's the bird that does it, and it's in Finding Nemo as well. Pelican, yeah, like a pelican bird, and like it has the big gull underneath it, and it can fill itself up with fish and food or whatever. But like, that's just skin expanding.
Yeah.
Not like them
maneuvering
their entire skull to make space for a snack.
What a mood.
Yeah.
If I could.
It's like, you know what? I want this and I want all of it now. I don't care if I can fit it in. I'll make it fit. Inspiring.
Thank you everyone for listening to our episode on the frogfish, and we shall see you next time when we do our quick Q&A episode. After we've had the Q&A, we'll announce the topic of our next series, because this is the end of Miniature Marvels. Whoop whoop. So thank you guys for listening. Give us a comment, give us a like, give us a share, all the usual, and stay curious.
Yeah, and please make sure that you send any questions, either an interaction with our Instagram page, or if you're one of our 4 friends that listen to this, you can just text us for it as well. But we would prefer if you put it onto one of the like comments, either on Spotify or comment on an Instagram page, on the Instagram page somewhere. Thank you.
Bye.